Hey, this is Jimmy Lemke at PantherU.com. Just wanted to give you guys a update. I went to the senior salute last night where they sent off the seniors in style at Joey Buona's downtown. It was an excellent meal as it always is, a very top-notch event as it is every year. Um, it was different from most years in that we didn't have a women's basketball head coach there because Sandy's no longer the coach. But it's same as it is in most years because we really didn't have anybody in the athletic director's chair there. So where the AD would have given a speech before, this time it was Chancellor Lovell. He made very nice things. It turns out he let in some news. It turns out he actually wrote a letter of recommendation for Tony Meyer, which is a very, very good thing. But he made a funny joke when he questioned Tony's decision-making ability when he challenged the chancellor to one-on-one battle on the Hill last summer. So that one got a few good laughs out of it. But overall, Lovell didn't really talk much about athletics. It was really more for the seniors, which is what the event is for. Rob Jeter got up, and after he was done giving out awards and talking to the players, he talked about how he kind of felt that wasn't sure that it would be the right place to say it, but he went ahead and said it. It was, there's this confusion with Butler leaving the conference. There's some uncertainty going around, and he felt the need to tell people that this is the time that you need to step up. If Milwaukee wants to be the next Butler, it can be the next Butler because it's more well equipped than any of the other conference schools to do that. But we can't do it without the facilities, and we can't do it without some of the red tape that's been going around, that's been keeping us from realizing our potential. And it was a very diplomatic 3-minute speech he kind of gave. He mentioned how it would be nice if Kalen and Tony and Ryan didn't have to go through static if in a few years they wanted to come back and work out at the Colacci Center, which for any of you guys who were fans during the Pearl years, you should know that if Joa Tucker or Adrian Tiger comes back or Ed McCants comes back, they're more than welcome for the team to, work out, come play, hang out at the Colacci Center. However, the front desk is always going to give them static. Well, you're not a student. You're not a paying member of this gym. And Jeter just pointed out how that's kind of ridiculous. And I don't know if anybody knows that, but, if you're a donor, if you're somebody in the university, you should call up, recreational sports and facilities and tell them that this is crap, that, the legends of this university should not be held back and forced to go through a big system like they were any other random person. So he brought light to that, and he really brought light to the facilities problem. He said, look, it's time to step up. And he didn't say that, whether he didn't mention the athletic director issue very much, and he didn't mention any of the other problems going on in the department, but he said, he did say, basically, to paraphrase, it doesn't matter who the AD is. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It doesn't matter anything. If you guys want to do it, you guys have to step up. And that means financial contributions now. It's time for the fans and donors of the university who really care about the place, if they're not giving and they can give, if they have the ability to give at this time, it's time to make those pushes, make that push to get the practice facility done and the basketball arena done. And it's time to really go for these things. So it's not time to sit back and wait for somebody to come to you. And then he pointed out Claire Thompson, who is head of development, and it was great. I thought it was a wonderful thing. It was very poignant. He had a lot of our big donors. A couple were missing. David Nicholas wasn't there. I was surprised to see, but you had a lot of big donors were there, and also fans, who don't give money. And I don't, I'm not, big on the financial giving. I give a little bit where I can, but there are people with better financial situations than me that can do that. And I think Jeter was just, kind of speaking to them and say, look, it's time to really, if you really want to change things for the better, you got to do what you can to do. And it's not about firing this coach or firing that coach. It's about building the facilities we need to compete. And we really need to do it. Especially, in these times, with Butler leaving, there's going to be a need for a new Butler. Just as when Xavier left, there was going to be a need for a new Xavier. And Butler filled that void, after a few years of Green Bay doing well. And Butler filled that void. And we need somebody to step up if Milwaukee's going to be the school to fill that void. And by somebody, I mean us, the donors, the fans, the boosters, the people who have such a large emotional investment in the program that they're willing to listen to a 25-year-old guy just spew into webcam and just, urge them to do it. I'm urging you to do it because that's what coach is asking you to do. And whether or not you have good feelings for Coach Jeter or his staff, I know there are a lot of people who are very disappointed that next year will be 7 years since our last NCAA tournament run, and those are understandable, but facilities will far outlast Coach Jeter or anybody at this school who is who works for the school. Every one of these people will be long gone when this basketball arena is torn down 50, 60 years from now. But we need to get that facility built if we are going to realize our potential. And I think that is what what he's trying to say in so many words. It's not on us. It's not on a basketball team to go to a Final Four for you to start giving. You just start giving now, and it's time to just forget all the excuses, forget the athletic director problem, forget all of this turmoil in the department. If you want the facility, he pointed out Claire Thompson and said, look, there's Claire Thompson, talk to her. She was more than willing to take your money. And and she came out. She's a cash check money order or something like that. It was very funny. Cash checker charge is what she said, but it's true. And I'll put Claire's phone number and email address on this video. So if you want to give to the arena effort, do it. I'm giving you the information right here. So go right ahead and do that. And if you can't, that's fine. It's understandable. Like myself, you might be in some real financial straits, but keep giving that emotional support, that real rah go Panthers, support, and then maybe you'll spur other people on to make those donations that you can't do right now. So really, go for that. Just like another couple things from there. It sounds like the women's basketball search and screen is down to 3 finalists. No idea who they are. It's a very cloak and dagger process. Well, I do have a couple ideas. I'm told that 2 of the finalists are Dawn Plitzowait, who is she at Central Michigan? I can't remember where Dawn Plitzowait is at, but she's been around for she's a good coach. She's got a record. It's Plitzzuweit if you want to look her up. And then the other one would be Dean Lockwood at Tennessee. Those are the 2 names that I had been hearing. So I'm assuming that these are 2 of the finalists for the job. So I would look into those names because there's 3 finalists, and it sounds like they're going to be making a decision very soon. I did exchange a couple emails with Tom Liljak, the university spokesman, and he said that both the men's soccer and women's basketball coaching vacancies will be handled by Mike Lalibert, who's the vice chancellor for student affairs. I'll go more into him in a future video or article. But his office is going to be handling it. And it looks like for the meantime, he's basically going to be acting athletic director, which is fine. I mean, the athletic director reports to the vice chancellor of student affairs anyways, so basically they're just cutting out middle management for the time being until they either replace Costello with a new athletic director, or they come up with some new restructuring. I know Vanderbilt, the vice chancellor of student affairs, actually is the athletic director, so that's actually a possibility that they could explore as well. A lot of grumblings about football. It's always a topic with fans. It is what it is. Football is a sport that everybody wants, it seems. Well, maybe not everybody. There are a lot of people that think it's just, too much of a cost, but football talk is always going to be there, especially when you get a lot of the donors in the room together, because there's interest in it. And, obviously you know my feelings on it, so I won't go into that too much. But it looks like everything's going well, so I suppose I will let you guys go for now. If I can find anything more concrete with the women's basketball, finalists, and anything with the men's soccer finalists, I'll let you know. The ink is dry on Donald Thomas's letter of intent, but Tierno Niang, known affectionately as Bobo, has not committed, but everybody's got a good feeling and they expect him to probably say yes, but I don't know. We're in such a process. He's such a new name. It's only a name that I've been hearing for the last couple weeks, so I'm told that they want him. He's a really strong player. He's strong, he's built well, he's quick. He can defend any of the three spots on the floor, and he's a very capable point guard and ball handler. So I would expect him to be kind of like that Ryan Allen type, or maybe a defender or other point guard when Jordan Aaron, maybe slips over to the 2 and starts, creating without the ball a little bit. So that's basically what I know. If I, hear anything else, obviously you guys will know. I did want to say something regarding the premium memberships. There was a couple weeks ago, there was really some kind of argument over on the UWM Freak board, kind of discussing, whether or not it's whether or not the premium news is really worth, the $25 a year. And what I would say is, I'm going to be going out and getting this news for you. I will try and make as much of it free and open to everyone as possible. I know there was a stretch there for about a week where pretty much most of what I was putting out was on the premium service. The premium service exists so I can get some money, basically, is what it means. I put in a lot of work into the website and into pushing for things and, prodding people and talking to a million people at different schools. For instance, earlier today I was on WXOU, which is the Oakland student radio station at Oakland University, and I was on there for 15 minutes. And I'm going to be back on their show next Friday at from somewhere from 2 to 4 our time. So if I am, it'll be more set up in advance, and I would say that I'll let you guys know if I'm up for that before, or if that comes up, I'll let you guys know on the website. But I would say that, think of it as kind of a way to help me do this. I would love for 100% of it to be free, but I don't think I can just ask you guys to donate money to me. basically is what it all is. I need to be paid for my time, and I've put in a lot of work for the last 7 years. Basically, I put in a lot of work, and when I was at the UWM Post, I was getting paid to be the sports editor. And once I graduated, that was the end of that. I wasn't sports editor anymore, so I kept doing it, and I did it for Panther U for I've done it for free until January or whatever, and it just becomes such a deal, and obviously certain things have changed I suppose I can talk to you guys about it. In early January, my girlfriend came to me and, well, she's my fiance now, but she came to me and told me that she was pregnant, and we were very, very, very happy about it. Obviously, we're not in a financial situation where we are able to, raise a child, and not worry about money. Worrying about money is always going to be around, and the good thing is that to that point, I had been planning with Jim Ganzer to start this Bruce City Ball website and move everything over, and um, Panther U has been a real. It's something that I've always had as a labor of love, but once I graduated in fall of 2010, it was kind of like, well, now I need to use this degree and start making money for what I'm doing, and my need for money became kind of larger. But about a month ago, she was about 19 weeks along and she miscarried, which is very late for a miscarriage, and it has been a really bad month, and I want to say thank you to you guys who watch my videos and read my articles and participate in the website, because for me, Panther U has been really my only escape for the last month from this kind of personal hell that my life has kind of been. Um, we had gotten engaged about a week before, and all the happiness from that weekend that we spent at my sister's in St. Louis, the whole happiness of that weekend kind of evaporated, in one day. So it's been a rough month, but I wanted to say thank you, and I really appreciate all the support that everybody's giving me, especially those of you guys who came up to me at the senior salute to express condolences to me. It really meant a lot to me, and um, this has been my escape. For her, it's been planning our wedding. And we're getting married September 21st next year, and she really dove in. I think she's like almost done with preparations for the wedding because she's just dove right into it. So, like I said, I just wanted to say thank you as kind of a final note on this video, because I really appreciate everything, that being a part of the Milwaukee program as a fan, as hopefully a future donor to the program, as somebody who really cares about everything, about all the sports. I love to be a part of the black and gold, and for me this last month, even though there hasn't been a game for me to go to, it's been a very good escape, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of the support that you showed me, last night and over the past month through Facebook and Twitter and everything, and I appreciate it, and I hope to bring you the best Panther news and the most Panther news and everything that I can, find. I want to bring it to you guys. I just want to make sure that I just can't afford to do it for free. It's basically what I was trying to say with the premium service. The time that I've committed to it is just a lot, and to continue to do it and to do it better, I need people to sign up, and being a part of my forums is not not requisite. Um, it's not that I'm trying to set up a forum to compete with the Freak Forum. It's mainly a way for me to put premium section in there without having to like program a whole new like area, which would take months and months and months to do. So I just wanted to give everybody a thank you for all that, and I hope that you consider subscribing to Panther U to help me, pay for this. So thank you.